Why this keeps happening to me? I've heard so many people ask themselves from time to time. It feels like life keeps repeating. So, have you ever experienced when something good happened to you or life starts getting better? Something inside you just cannot fully relax. Instead, you might start to have doubt or thinking this is too good to be true. Maybe it's your business finally growing, expanding, more profit, more money is coming in, or maybe the relationships that feels healthier than you've ever had. Nothing is going wrong at all. But somehow, instead of enjoying it, your mind starts scanning or expecting what could go wrong. You may begin to think about the next problem or feeling uncomfortable to be in this calm situation. And without you even knowing it, you start pulling yourself back into the familiar feeling, which is stress, worry, anxious. And this is exactly what I want to talk about today. Why this pattern keeps repeating when nothing is going wrong in your life, but you just can't stop worrying or expecting something bad is coming. Hello everyone, welcome back to You Can Be Healed. This is Connie. On my channel, I'm here to help you regulate your emotions, heal your past, and most importantly, help you reset your subconscious identity so you can shift your life from the inside out. So now, let's get started. In my previous video, I talked about poverty consciousness. I mentioned I'm going to talk about upper limit. Once you understand what upper limit is, you will start to see all these patterns happening in all areas of your life, and also a lot of things will start making sense to you. So what does that mean of upper limit? Is the invisible ceiling inside you. It is the amount of love, money, joy, peace, health, success, and even good feeling that you allow yourself to receive, that you feel safe to receive and safe to hold. These limits often showing up as overthinking, over worrying, or even self-sabotage, doubting yourself when things are going well. You will even create more pressure and stress when things becoming easier. This is what I call the upper limit. Once you hit the level where your subconscious feels unfamiliar, you will start doing something unconsciously to bring yourself back to the old pattern. It feels like this when your business is going well. You will start having pressure before you even can enjoy the result. You will unconsciously start creating some problems around it. It is because your subconscious belief system have trained to feel safe in what it already knows. And not surprised for many people, what feels familiar is not joy, because our subconscious mind is not created to feel joy. Our subconscious role is to keep you survived, is to keep you safe. So for most people, what feels familiar is pressure, stress, anxiety, worry, doubt, and even prepare for the worst case scenario. That's why when your life starts getting better, everything looks good, you will keep questioning, this is too good to be true. You will start panicking. You will have this unexplainable feeling. I'm achieving more, I'm having more, I'm becoming more. But why am I still feeling this way? So let me give you some examples here that I often see in my one-on-one sessions. For example, you may already be earning well, achieve certain level of success, living a good life, but somehow you keep questioning, what can I do more to achieve more, earn more? You notice you keep circling in the same income or success level that feels so hard to break through. Or every time when you get close to breaking through, something happens. You may procrastinate the next move, being indecisive of something that you need to make a decision, or feeling self-doubt, and even overthinking. Maybe there's more money coming in almost immediately, and unexpected expenses or bills appears to take it away. On the surface, you may think that's a bad timing or bad strategy. But this can be true. The pattern is not about the bad timing or bad strategy. If it keeps repeating, if it keeps coming back, the same situation keeps happening, that's not random. That's not just a bad timing or lack of planning or strategy, but that is the upper limit because you have already received more than your subconscious feels safe and familiar to hold. And the same happens in relationships and love as well. That's also what I often see in my clients. Let's say you want a healthy relationship, someone who is steady, someone who is emotionally available, consistent, loving. But when someone like that really shows up calm, loving, it fits everything in your list, and you can somehow feel strange. You just don't understand what is this feeling going inside you. You feel unfamiliar to receive this kind of healthy love, and you will start questioning it, test it, and even look for what is wrong or pick up a fight that you feel familiar with when you've never been in that kind of relationship. It's because your subconscious might have the beliefs or familiar with chasing love, keep proving yourself, or fight is normal. And even the self-worth issue that you may feel he's too good or she's too good to be true for me. You might think that you don't deserve this person. So instead of receiving it, you start to create distance or conflicts. You can also feel unsafe, even this relationship is what you've been looking for. And then you go back to the old pattern. It is because of your inner system, your self-worth, that you are so scared to allow yourself to fully receive this kind of love. It feels unsafe. It feels unfamiliar. It feels uncomfortable. That is upper limit. Your upper limit might be feel safe to hold certain kind of relationships, certain amount of money that feels safe for you to be seen, to be accepted, or to be loved. Once you go beyond or above that limit, everything feels so uncomfortable, and something will happen to take you back to the old situation, the old pattern. That is not random. It's not coincidence. It is the inner system hasn't been tuned to that frequency, to that vibration, hasn't been updated to match what you deeply desire inside. And one thing that I see very often in the day-to-day life, when something happens that makes you feel good, keeps you happy, you feel you can conquer the world for 1 or 2 days, and then the third day, you will start to question, something is wrong here. Why there's no problem in my life? And what happened next is, you will start to create a problem when the problems are not there. Comment below and let me know if you experience this. Or even when someone gives you a compliment, instead of just say thank you and fully accept it, you would just ignore it or minimize it, or even start to criticize yourself. So instead, allow yourself to fully receive the compliments, you instantly rejected it. That is also the upper limit, because receiving compliments may make you feel uncomfortable if that is not normal for you. So you may already have the concept of the upper limit. And then you will ask, so where does this upper limit come from? Most of the time, it comes from your upbringing, your parents' belief system, the environment that you grew up with, and also your past experiences. There may have been a time in your life when you're not allowed to feel happy, to feel good. That I work with some clients, they have a very rough childhood. They will be punished if they show their emotions, if they're being too happy. And this can be one of the reasons why they don't allow themselves to feel happy when something good has happened in their life. And there's a fear of being punished. That was the childhood experience that creates this belief, if I feel happy, I will be punished. that is still affecting their adult life. And in money also, if you grew up in the environment that money makes you feel unsafe or anxious or danger, the more that you have, the more anxiety or stress and pressure that you will feel. Even you cannot pinpoint it why you have that feeling, but your subconscious is trying to protect you. And in love also, if you have any relationship happen before that ended up in a bad situation, so at some point in the past in your life, your subconscious has learned that being too happy, having too much, being seen, receiving freely, unconditionally, or outgrowing people was not safe, or you may be punished. So now when life gives you more, that old part of you, that old belief system, since it hasn't been updated, is still running in that old database and keep warning you, hey, do not go too far. Do not trust this. Do not do this, which means do not become someone that your subconscious cannot recognize. It is not because you cannot hold more, but it's because it hasn't been trained to feel safe to hold more. So that's why to shift your inner belief system and your identity, it will help you expand your capacity to receive and hold more, at the same time feel safe to enjoy it. That's why you will see so many people say they want a better life, greater life. They want more money, more love. But when they start to have more, they will have this guilt, fear, and discomfort coming up to stop them and pull them back to the old pattern. So now here, I don't want you to feel bad or sad about the whole system. This is a human experience, and we all experience this. Me, myself, I've also experienced that. But the good news is you can shift it and you can change it 100%. If you're willing to do the work, it can be changed. The system can be changed. The beliefs can be replaced, can be updated. So your upper limit is not truly who you are. It is just what your belief system has learned to operate in this familiar way. So here are simple tips to help you increase the awareness and start to practice how to expand your capacity to hold more love, more wealth, more abundance, more joy, and more happiness. So try this out. The next time when something good happens, you might have that urge to pull yourself back to the old state. Instead of pull yourself back, I want you to pause and tell yourself, I noticed something in me that feels uncomfortable in this good situation. Then ask yourself, is something actually wrong right now? Or is this more than my old self is used to hold and feel safe? This question will bring you back to the present instead of let your old belief system drag you back to that old emotional state in autopilot. And I want you to stay in that good feeling as long as possible. Try to stretch this feeling as long as you can. If sometimes you may feel good in one day, then extend to 2 days, 3 days, and keep expanding without dragging into what could go wrong. But instead, I'm wondering what more is coming. Allow yourself to feel good without any guilt, without any doubt, and trust that yes, this can be so good to be true. And I fully accept it and I allow it. This will help you expand your capacity of feeling good, allowing yourself to receive more than your nervous system feels safe to receive. When you keep doing this, you will start to train your subconscious to this path, to feel safe, to expand your capacity for receiving more good, more abundance, more wealth, more love, more health to your life, and trust that you 100% deserve it. It's not about your deservedness, but it's just the belief system. And I can't emphasize this enough every time with my clients or with other people that come to me for conversations. You always deserve more than you could ever imagine. So please practicing it and come back to this video, comment below, maybe after a few days or a week or a month, that you will notice things will start to shift. And I can guarantee you that. So meantime, I would like to invite you to check out my digital workbook, Shift Your Identity from the Inside Out. I created this workbook to help you understand and increase the awareness of your current patterns. What is truly happening behind the scene, behind the reality, the circumstances and the situation that you live in right now? What if everything that your heart desires, they're already here for you to claim it? So this workbook will really guide you through to shift the identity to the version of you that feel truly deserve and safe to have and to receive more in all areas of your life. I will put the link in the description below, and your future self will thank you for doing all this inner work. And comment below, let me know what's your biggest takeaway and one upper limit that you notice in your life right now. So thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in wherever you are. I will see you in my next episode.